Hey guys, welcome to our business surge, emerald push, whatever you want to call it. I'm so excited. These calls actually always give me butterflies in the best way because you guys here are doing an extra step by being on this call to be coachable and to make a pivotal decision. It's one of the first pivotal decisions in your business. I want to say it that way because you'll always have decisions in your business, but this is your first one really. And it excites me because it has all of the opportunities to kick your business off to the best start ever. So whether you're part of Team Flex Force or Team Elevate, frigging welcome. Use the chat, guys. I love when calls are interactive. And I think I'll just start it this way. Actually, I learned this from Ashley and I love this. I want everyone to put in the chat right now why you started coaching, as we get going here, so that you can remember that as we go through the business side of things. And it's okay if you're sitting in the dark or we can see your face. It's all good. I want everyone to put that everyone start throwing it in the chat. And I'm just going to read some of them because they make my heart so happy. Fighting mama fatigue, loved how I was feeling, wanted to help others feel the same, be more present for my kiddos. I knew if my coach could help me, I could help so many other people. And getting out of my parents' house, that was me too. Love the results, be my best self, more motivation. Oh my gosh, these are making me so happy. Okay, these are freaking awesome. Oh my gosh, these make me so excited. You guys love reading these? Oh my gosh, more energy, proving to everyone that I was capable of running a business and wanted to be healthy and love my life. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna just end reading on that one because, well, that was awesome. So we are here to talk about, I'm going to help you launch your business tonight. Are you guys ready? So feel free to use the chat if you have a question, but get ready. I hope you have a notebook because I'm going to give you some homework. Okay, here we go. So I'm going to share my screen because otherwise I will take up way more than your time. And I'm going to leave it like this. Sorry, you can see it on the side, but I like being able to see some people. Otherwise I just feel like I'm talking to myself and it freaks me out. So let's launch your business. Let's do this. Are you guys ready? So we're going to be talking about Emerald Rank. What is it? How do you get to it? And I'm going to get to, what does it mean for you? Why is it important? All of that stuff. So let's start with the fun stuff because I think that this is more fun, There is some sort of team swag in it for you. It's the first rank in your business. It is going to help you gain momentum in your business. It's going to help your coach and the team you're a part of, period, no matter what. And it really shows people that you're doing this. Whether you signed up today, you signed up 1 month ago, 1 week ago, 1 year ago, you are on this call right now for a reason. Something in you is like, I'm getting on this call. Whether you're recommitting or you're committing for the first time, I'm glad you're here. You're meant to be here. So take this all in, and I'm excited to have you guys gain this huge momentum. So what is it and what is it a big deal? Why is it a big deal? So it is the first rank in your business. Like I said, it's simply put, it's you plus 2 of your own coaches. And I'm going to talk about who that should be and all of that stuff. Like I said, it's the first rank in your business, so it's going to start to gain momentum for you in your business no matter what. And it's going to, when you reach this rank, you will get a shout out from your coach on social media, which solidifies to people watching you that you're actually doing this. No, to the general public, they don't know what Emerald Rank means, but a promotion in your business is layman terms, and that's what it is. So especially if you just started, you're showing people you're really doing this. And if you're recommitting, you're showing people, hey, I'm really doing this. So it's you plus 2 people, and that is simply it. It is you plus 2 people. And one of those people it's highly recommended that one of those people is your spouse. I guess I'm going to talk more about this. I actually don't know what happened to one of my other slides, but that's okay. So one of them is recommended to be your spouse and someone you can control, an account you can control. And so for me, I was engaged at the time. My first person I signed up was my mom, and I control her account. And my other person was Scott. And guess what? Neither of those people coach on my team, actually. I think that was like something I didn't know at first. Like, after I signed up my mom, she just let me because she's just like my #1 fan. But when I was telling Scott, I was like, hey, I'm going to sign you up to be a coach. I was like doing it. Like, I had his credit card out, and he was like, what? I don't want to be a coach. And I was like, listen, nobody wants you to be their coach. Okay. But just kidding. But I was like, you're not actually going to coach, but it's going to help me a lot. And he does not like do anything with the business. He's just supportive behind the scenes type of thing. And he, you know, like, it just made it a little bit more real because I was like, hey, you're doing this with me, you know, like, I just didn't really give him a choice in it. And now, like I said, I control his account. And even though he's not an active, he is an active coach, but he's not like a working coach, his account, because I signed him up right at the beginning, it has pulled in a significant amount of income for me long term. Now, at the beginning, I want you all here forever and ever and ever. So be in here for the long haul, because long term and short, I mean, it has a ton of short term benefits too, having your spouse, but long term, I'm telling you, like, the money that Scott's account pulls in, now he loves to ask me, like, what did I make this week? Like, you did nothing. But anyways, that I want you to be thinking about, like, kind of who would bail you out of jail. And if you can think of 2 people right off the bat, like, like on those emergency cards, I go back and forth. I'm like, should I write my mom? Like, I'm almost 27. I'm like, should I write my mom or should I write my husband? So they were definitely my first 2 coaches. The best decision I ever made in my business is having 2 accounts that I can control. But I'm going to give you, if you only have one get out of jail free card, I'm going to help you with the other one. But I want to talk to you about businessy stuff too, because you will start to collect team cycle bonus. Because once you have those two coaches under you in your Emerald rank, you have 2 banks of volume under you, like kind of like 2 cups that I just happen to have here. So one of the banks, your coach will add to one of your sides. So look at this picture. It may be your left side or your right side, but your coach, your upline, will be adding to one side for you, and that volume will collect. So if this person down here orders Shakeology, that has points attached to it, and that will roll up to you. And points sort of translate into dollars. Not exactly, but in some essence they do. So every time you have a ratio in your buckets of 200 to 100, doesn't matter which side, you get 1 team cycle bonus, and that is $14 every time that happens. No, it's not going to be a lot at first, but I know Ashley can attest to this too. Like, at this point in our businesses, now that is like, I make up statistics, but it's like 85 to 95% of my paychecks now, which is really cool because now I don't have to just rely on commission. How many of you guys said at first, like, I don't want to be salesy, I don't want to come across like a salesperson? And you don't ever have to, but until you are Emerald, you aren't open for actual business. Up until then, you can only make commission. As an Emerald coach, you can make money without selling anything, which is really great. And then you're no longer just a salesperson. You legitimately have a business because that team cycle bonus is paid out from corporate. So that you're making money from the company without having to sell anything yourself. And like I said, one of those legs will be helped to be built for you. So when you're thinking about signing up your spouse, you're going to want them on the opposite leg of the one that your coach helps you build. So at the beginning, like I remember hearing about all of this and I didn't know what it meant, but I just did it because I pride myself on being super coachable, and all of the top coaches said to do this and that it would pay off long term. And I just trusted them. And I'm here to tell you it is true. And, you know, like if you're, you know, signing up your spouse and you're going to probably be making one of these team cycle bonuses, that's going to pay for a business service fee, whether it's you view it as yours or your spouse's, you know. And yeah, and value, like I said, volume adds up really quickly. So when you're Emerald, you get to save all of that too. So all these people down here, every time they have an order of Shakeology, or every time they have a bars order or Energize, obviously, you're saving all of that volume as long as you maintain Emerald rank. If you ever drop it, will go away. But when you're Emerald, you keep it, you collect it. You basically are collecting money in a bank, remember, like this, until you have that ratio where you can make a withdrawal to translate into literally into dollars. So I want you to think about going Emerald in the next 24 hours, because it's as simple as it gets. And I'm going to show you how. I'm not just going to be like, hey, good luck, go do it. So think about, like I said, who is your +1? Who is going to bail you out of jail? Who are you leaving your will to? Who are you going to leave your kids to if you're a mom? The next step is just to sign them up. Like, don't overthink it. It's a smart long-term and short-term to have another account to manipulate. And like I said, put them on your weak leg, so the opposite leg of the leg you're on. And you can just ask your coach, just be like, hey, I need help signing up my spouse. Which leg should I put them on? And they can help you with that. So that's your spouse. So that's one. You're already halfway there. Everyone has their one, you know, one person they can think of. And then the next thing I want you to do is think of your dirt list friends. This always sounds funny when I say this out loud. Like, think of in your head a list of people that you could sell dirt to. Like if you know, like when you're a kid, okay, this is gonna be for my age demographic, but like when I was a kid, those like two things were like really popular. Those like beads you'd put on the pegs and like iron them and like make crap with, you know, and then the like, I think they were called like Beady Babies or something. You'd like string beads and like make animals and stuff. And then you'd like sell them to your friends, right? And like you'd buy them from your friends because you guys were dirt list friends, like for real. So think of those people like that would buy dirt from you, that would buy those beady things from you. Like, who are those people to you? And make a list. Who are the people that support you the most? People that always have your back. And the best way, I think, to approach this with people, I'm going to give you a couple examples here, is to just say, like, share your excitement, because especially if you're new, that is like unparalleled, the excitement of starting this business. Like, one of my best friends, like, if I called her and I was like, Ashley, I'm doing this new business and, you know, I'm really excited. I'm kind of nervous, but I'm super excited. You should see my coach's results. Like, who still does this? Like, I'm on my phone, like, anyways. But I really want you to do this with me. Like, would you be an accountability partner? I think we could like really have fun with this together. And like, if they're your friends, like, they're going to do it with you. And, even if they just want a fabulous discount, like you should sign them up as a coach. Like, again, they don't have to actually coach. They can just be in it for the discount to help you out on this journey. And just tell them like, hey, this would really help me out. I want to, you know, like get some practice. Like, will you do this with me? And feel free to share people from the teams before and after pictures and like show them like, this is legit. I've had people say this to me, like, I don't have any friends and family that will do this with me. I've asked everybody. And I'm going to challenge you, and I'm going to say I don't think you've asked everybody and been honest that you really want them to do this with you. Like, are you just afraid to ask them and you're just telling me you've asked everybody? Be genuine. And if that's true, then dive into some PD and get some new friends. But and just know that your cold market is where your business will eventually turn. It just takes longer to get your cold market into what you're doing. Your friends already know, like, and trust you. Like, you guys, seriously, one of my best friends, her name is Ashley too. She started with another MLM, and she told me, like, hey, I'm doing this other, company or whatever. And I didn't really even need what she was selling, but I wanted to support her, and I knew she was nervous getting started. So I just bought it from her, and it meant the world to her. My mom did too, actually. And other MLMs actually have this crazy buy-in. I'm kind of going back to the spouse thing a little bit, but also for your friends, they have this crazy buy-in with a huge investment. You guys remember LuLaRoe, to get in with LuLaRoe is $5,000 or something, and to pay for inventory, you don't have to do any of that crap. And they would have an initiation fee and all these requirements, and you actually couldn't really cancel. I find that with some clients too in other competing MLMs. They're I can't cancel right now. I'm locked in. We don't have that. So it's really just a no-brainer with our discount. Their fee is waived with a challenge pack, which I'll talk about in a second. And it's the same price to be a customer versus a coach. So you might as well sign them up to be a coach and help you out. Oh, and while you're at making a list, I want you to go into your friends list on Facebook or on Instagram or whatever, wherever. And I want to challenge you tonight to make a list of 100 people that you can reach out to, because I guarantee at least 3 of them will say yes. And just be genuine with your invite. Just what I told you, just be real. People will do it with you. Extra things to keep in mind, I just like to remind everybody of this. All coaches receive a 25% discount, and you will make commission off of new coach signups if they purchase a challenge pack. So this is what I recommend doing for your spouse account, is buying a challenge pack. This is what I did when I signed up Scott way back in the dinosaur age when we had DVDs. I just got him a different DVD set. And so whatever that price was, so let's say you get a 160 challenge pack, if you signed up with Shakeology and BOD probably, I recommend getting the performance line, because trying more products is only going to make you more credible. And if you haven't tried Energize, good luck, you're going to be obsessed. So just like everybody else. And then you're going to make commission off of that. So you will get to knock off some of that. And it's kind of like a rebate, spend money, make money off that challenge pack. And then that's also going to give you 2 Success Club points. And that's going to get you closer to hitting Success Club, because when you hit Success Club as an Emerald coach, you qualify for free customers through Beachbody. And I won't spend a lot of time on that because that could be its own thing, but that's really cool. That's what motivated me to get to Emerald. I was like, cool, free clients that I don't have to work for, essentially. It's free money. So I was all about that, and I never looked back. So I highly recommend signing them up for a challenge pack. And then all they have to do is they have to be active. A coach has to be active for it to count as one of your 2 coaches for Emerald. So a lot of times, at the beginning, if this was a thing, this is what I would have done for Scott, is had him get Energize under him, which is 38 PV, and then a 10 pack of the Energize, so that I could give them out to my clients as they signed up. Because seriously, when people try it, people joke and call it unicorn crack and stuff for a reason, or mom crack, because it's seriously addicting, because it's so freaking good. It makes such a difference in your workout. So that's an easy way to keep them active without spending more. The alternative, if you don't get them a challenge pack, is you're going to have to sign them up and pay the business service fee, which is like $40. And then you're going to have to spend about $50 to get them active. So at that point, you're so close to what you would have, net paid with a challenge pack, and you didn't get any Success Club points. So I just recommend just doing the challenge pack. And we have a few different options, like if you want to do the 3-day refresh or whatever. I just recommend trying new products. And so a lot of people ask me, like, do I need to be posting about all of this? Like, what should I be posting about? So just sharing your journey. Like, your coach is going to take care of your announcement, and then feel free to share that to your page and stuff, like brag on yourself. You don't need to like announce, like we're kind of past that day and age where people announce that they were like a coach and stuff. Just start sharing your journey publicly so people know what you're doing, and always be inviting, because this is how your cold market turns into your warm market. Take them on the journey with you. So you guys, like, that's super simple, right? Like, I gave you some actionable things to do. Like, are you in? Are you ready? Because this is the first promotion in your business that will open you for business. I don't need to share this anymore. And will, like, this is going to get you ready for your journey. Remember, every coach you've seen on the National Wake Up Call, walking across the stage at Summit, me and Ashley, whoever you have looked up to in your business, we've all started where you are. We all started with no coaches. We all grew to Emerald. We all grew to Diamond. Like, there are steps. Nobody gets to skip them. So this is the first one for you, and that's why it makes me so excited. So your last piece of homework is where I've given you a couple. Make your list of 100. Your jail people, your dirt list friends. That's kind of with your 100. But also your job. You are going to be sending me a message, a private message on Facebook or on Instagram. I'm fit_teacher_Rachel on Instagram or on Facebook. And you're going to tell me the 2 people that you're going to be signing up and that you did your list of 100. I expect 47 messages. And if you aren't pushing for Emerald and you're supporting your coaches on here, you can just tell me hi, and I still expect 47 messages. And you can tell me something else you're doing for your business today or something. But seriously, I expect 47 messages in my inbox. I don't know if I'm counted in that 47. So maybe 46. And Ashley and I will talk after this anyways, because we always do. Because this is important. You are here. You wanted to learn how to grow a business. This is step 1. This is step 1 to if your coaching business is like driving a car, this is putting the key in your ignition. The next rank after will be like starting your car, which is obviously important to do if you want to drive anywhere, right? But you have to put your key in the ignition first. So let's get there. I'm going to scroll through. Ashley was probably paying attention to this. Do I have any questions? I can talk about coach announcements. Most people don't do them anymore. Ashley, what do you have your team do? I don't have my team do it, but I think it's just like all we're comfortable with.
We don't have like a training on it, but I feel like when people like come out, make their first post like, hey, I'm on social media because of X, Y, and Z. Like, that's kind of their announcement post.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like, hey, I'm doing this journey. You don't have to like be like, hey, I'm doing Beachbody and I'm drinking Shakeology.
If anything, don't hide behind the brand and make your own brand. Like, that's the way to succeed nowadays.
Sweet.
Since we have 6 minutes and you're a rock star on social media, do you want to talk a little bit about, as brand new coaches, like what, how to even brand yourself on social media?
Yeah. Because I talk really fast. I told you guys I was so excited. These are like my favorite calls, so I talk a little bit faster. But anyways, I know I can relate 100% because I really did nothing on social media before I became a coach. And my husband always teases me. He's like, Rachel, remember that time you were going to delete your social media? I was like, yeah, glad I didn't. But I just want you to start showing up, period. So I know especially if it's uncomfortable, I want you to focus on posting on like your Instagram feed 4 times a week about your life. Once about your workouts, once about your family, how you're just incorporating health into your life. and showing up on your Instagram stories daily with, I want you to focus on at least 4 things to post on your Instagram stories daily. A workout clip, a meal, a healthy meal, and something with your family that you're doing to like spend time with your family or your dogs, or something you're doing for you. And then just something that like makes you you. Does that mean, you know what I mean? Like if you love getting packages in the mail, show yourself like getting your mail. Like that sounds so funny, but my following now loves to see me get packages in the mail because I'm like obsessed with Amazon Prime. So, it does not sound a little bit more simple? Like, can you do those 4 Instagram stories every day? And if you're nervous to talk on Instagram stories, 1, get over it, and pretend like you're talking to your spouse or something. I won't really do it in front of Scott all the time unless I'm like in the zone, because he laughs at me and then I'm like, I'm off my game. But I just pretend like I'm sending him a voice memo or something, and then I can just be myself.
I always say these 3 things on social media, like bebopping off of what she said, like entertain people, not in the sense that you have to make up this fake personality and this humor, but entertain people in what your life looks like. Add value in whatever form, whatever you're into, fashion, little bits of health and wellness, maybe relationship, food, any type of value you have to offer people, and just share your passion and be a light on social media. If you're doing those 3 things every single day, people are going to want to follow you.
Yes, love. Be that positive light, because there's so many people not using social media for positivity. So yes. Oh, also, when you message me, you can message me on Instagram or Facebook. That was a question. Message me wherever you can find me, message me and tell me your people. I want you to also tell me when you're going to go Emerald. And if it's later than a week, if you tell me it's later than like Halloween, I'm going to really push back on that, because I guarantee 2 people that you can sign up. You definitely know 1, because you're a person that would bail you out of jail if you get arrested in the next 10 minutes, you're going to sign up. And so you're just looking for 1 other person. And you guys, to be honest, like signing up my mom and my husband has benefited me long term in this business like no other. I use my mom's account. I used it when I was pushing for a new goal like recently, and I don't regret that at all. And she's obsessed. She's like obsessed with Beachbody. So people they just need to know that they're helping you. Don't be afraid to tell people that you need them, because there's power in that and they love you. And if they don't, then you need new friends, So cool. I can't wait to get all of my messages. Oh my gosh, we're up to 50. So I better be getting 50 messages. 50 messages. Sweet. You have anything else, Ash?
She said, what are we messaging? Just message her. You said your two like people that you have planned to sign up, right?
Yep.
And then that they finish their dirt list?
Yep. Make your dirt list friends list. And I challenge you to like go for 100 people and then work off that list. And you can't just make a list. Like you have to like invite those people, because guaranteed you will find at least 3 people. And especially if you just signed up, you guys, if you sign up 3 people, you're going to make back the investment that you just put into your business. Doesn't everybody want that? That's like honestly why I like started coaching, because my coach was like, hey, if you help 3 people, you can like pay for your product. So I was like, cool.
And then one last thing, guys. The biggest thing is just helping understand the meaning behind this is that, we're not a company that thrives on products. We're a company that thrives on literally changing lives. And the biggest piece of this that you have to remember is that you're on a journey of your own, and you're not going to go to Starbucks after 2 days of them being closed, right? You show up at Starbucks and they're closed and you're like, what the hell? Maybe this is a fluke. You show up the next day and they're closed and you're like, what the hell? Tomorrow I'm going to go to Dunkin' Donuts. And so in your business, you have to picture that you're this person who just needs to show up every single day and prove to these other women, these other yous of the world, how consistent you are and how they should trust you because you're showing up to yourself. And even if you don't, and I know, you're going to set this incredible Emerald goal date. You're going to set this goal and it should stretch you. But let's say you don't hit it on that day. you should at least be able to look back and say, you know what, I set this date and I pushed myself. But you need to put it in permanent marker in your planner and allow it to stretch you, because you have every single thing you need to be successful inside of you right now. Like, look at Rachel, look at myself, look at, the other coaches in this network who were able to hit emerald, who were able to hit diamond. And I just want you to understand that you can be blue, yellow, orange, purple, you can be round, square, and you can be successful in this business if you have the grit and the passion. Just do it.
You got to just do it. Those of you saying you're nervous to start messaging people, like, why? What do you have to lose? What do you have to lose? They have everything to gain, and so do you. And if you're nervous, then I'm going to say you need to dive into your personal development. And Ashley always kills it with like the motivation at the end. I always leave them like, I'm going to go be emerald again. Like, she just has that. And remember, I always remember Ashley saying this. This is one of those things that it's a pebble in your pile every time you send out a message. If your goal in this, I always remember Ashley saying this, like, if a man wants to lose 100 pounds, he can't just boom, 100 pounds gone. He has to lose the first one. You have to send the first message. And then you have to send the next 5. The guy has to lose the next 5. It's the same thing. You just have to do it. Type it out. And if you need help with a message to send people, ask. Be solution oriented and ask your upline how to get over that fear and message people, because you just have to do it.
Yes. If I'm your upline, reach out to me. If Rachel's your upline, reach out. Like, that is the one thing. We want you guys to succeed. On 8:30 on a Wednesday night, we are sitting in our offices. She has a child to attend to. I am living in my fiance's parents' basement, so I don't have much to do. But, we are here for you guys. So send us invites, and just understand that pebble in your pile is your future team. You're going to turn around one day and you're going to be like, where did these people come from? And it's a beautiful process.
You have to fall in love with the work.
Are we just going to keep one-upping each other?
I know. We'll just be here for the next 30 minutes, guys, until you guys get it through your head that we believe in you. You can do it.
I'm sweating. All right. I love you guys.
Okay, have a good night, guys.
Bye.
Go crush it.